Thank you for our evaluating team. Our first speaker this evening is a mountain biker. He's an amateur painter. He's a master brewer. But he also finds time to have a heart. And as someone with a heart for service, he recently had a personal experience, an awakening of sorts, interacting with a community member in her time of need. Tonight, Steve will share that experience, hoping to provide awareness to someone in need and encourage you to get involved. Help me introduce Steve Swim.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Good evening, all. I'm certain everyone in this room has stopped at a stoplight and caught in their peripheral vision off to the side the man holding the sign, asking for assistance. And like me, maybe held a cynical view of his needs and continued to hold your gaze on the red light, hoping not to make eye contact. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, guests, Wenatchee has a homeless population. The country has a homeless population that's significant and in need of attention. I was driving down Chelan Avenue the other night, arrived at a stoplight, and looked through the intersection at the car beyond, having gone through ahead of me, was now currently moving along somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 feet per hour. I gazed a little closer and saw his feet sticking out on the ground, realized this woman is pushing her van to the curb. I scooted through the light, threw her in park. The guy behind me, same thing, we jumped out and pushed her car to the curb. We took a look at her car and we came to realize that this car was not going to run. Certainly not tonight, maybe not again. As we evaluated the car, threw up the hood as men do, whether they knew what to do next or not. And I took in my surroundings. I took in Carla's circumstance. Her car was packed full to the top. Clothes hangers, dresses neatly hanging, sweaters neatly hanging, personal effects, a satchel with business papers in there, knitting bag on the seat, and a big purse, and everything that you would expect to find in a home. I looked at Carla. I looked back at the two signs on the dashboard, cardboard, handwritten signs. Will work for food. The other one, anything helps. God bless. I looked at her and I said, "What's up?" Her reply was, "I'm homeless. I have been for 6 years." That van was her house for the last 6 years. There's a lot of people in this community that are in that boat. Part of my observation was of her as well. And I'd like to tell you that my heart leapt with enthusiastic zeal to throw this woman in my car and bring her home and help her out. a little trepidation. In fact, that's what I did. I looked at her. She had a vocabulary that was impressive, without question. I looked at her hair. It was clean. She probably washed it that very morning. She was very fastidious and on her game in large part. She, however, has some issues. She has and I'm not speaking out of school, she has a little depression issue. She has a mild psychosis, and that results in her difficulty in maintaining employment. Whatever her overall circumstances are, we don't know exactly, but that's essentially where she ended up. Living in her car, having broken down in front of Taco Time on South Chelan. That's no place to spend the night. I suggested she grab a few things and tag along home with me. She looked at me and asked, "Do you have a wife?" To which I replied, "Fear not, all is well." I do. She came home with us. She spent a couple of days. We each took a turn spending time with her, driving her to appointments, and moving around the community, trying to help her find some place to call home, some place to the Social Security Administration to help her get situated with some kind of income. The woman lives on $89 a month. I want you to hear her tell you about her life.
Well, you have to find a bathroom that's open at night, in case in my personal situation, because you often have to get up and go to the bathroom. And to tell you the truth, I've learned to let it hang out sometimes without much consideration because of my situation. And but that's just, you have to find a place where you can take a shower without getting in trouble, and know the times and know how to get there, and you have to know where to eat if you've run out of food stamps, and when the meal times are, and you try and get into these places like the Bruce House or into the Gospel House, and often when you're a newcomer, it's hard to get into those places, and when you do, the first little thing you do that's outside of the realm gets picked on, and so I've managed to get kicked out of all of them. So obviously you...
It's a little taste of what her life's like on a daily basis. What an awakening for my wife, Laura, to get hands-on. It's easy to donate money and keep your hands essentially clean. I want to encourage you to dive in and experience what it's like to help firsthand. I've got some information on some of our facilities around town that I'll hand out at the end of the meeting as well. Mr. President.
Everyone, please take a minute to write your comments and your impressions of the delivery.
Wonderful.
About a minute.
Okay, finish up your comments.